Astros and a career-high 5 RBIs from Bryce Harper Wednesday against the Marlins secured a third straight series win and moved the Nats back to within a game of 500. This weekend, another division foe in town. Gio Gonzalez faces Eric Stoltz on a perfect Friday night at Nationals Park. What a night at Nationals Park. We've got a destroyer right downriver from us here, and it's Navy Day here at the ball yard. The band's here, the drill team was here, national anthem was inspiring. It's the sort of show our armed forces only put on in our nation's capital. What a great way to bring in the weekend. Bob and FP, always nice when you have a win on Wednesday to enjoy a day off yesterday. But this whole thing with Atlanta and this good streak the Nats are on started with that incredible comeback 2 weeks ago.
It did, although you might not want a day off when you're playing as well as the Nats. They'll take it. But we're going to show you where maybe the whole season turned around. Could have been April 28th. They were down 9-1, 10-2. They came back against Julio Teheran. The Lobaton home run, the big blow, made it 10-6. And then Dan Uggla got some payback against his old ball club with a big triple, a big home run. But I just think that Andrelton Simmons slide the night before that hit Yunel Escobar, maybe that woke him up. Maybe they finally said, you know what, we're getting beat and we're getting pushed around, and we're the defending champs. So this 13-12 comfort behind win is where it all started. You see the difference.
Yeah, they had lost 7 of 9, so now they've won 7 of 9. The runs are way up. The batting average is way up. The relief ERA is down over these last 9 games. And now the Nats, starting with Atlanta, have won 3 consecutive series. So Gio's got some work cut out for him tonight. Not that great in his career against the Braves, but he was very good his last start at the Mets. A run, a walk, 7 innings. Hopefully Gio can get the weekend off to a great start, just like the Navy did. Navy personnel welcoming our Nationals out onto the playing surface here at Nationals Park. Danny Espinosa, Denard, Ian, Ryan Zimmerman. What a nice way to head out to work. It is a beautiful day. It's a beautiful evening in D.C. Right now, 80 degrees, humidity 42%. Flags aren't doing a whole lot. The ones on top of the scoreboard in right center kind of billowing out toward the left field corner. Freddie Freeman is wearing out the Nats. Now, career, he's .337 against him. For the last 2 years, he's been almost unstoppable. Look at the batting average. It's unbelievable. Career total, 9 homers, 43 RBIs against Washington pitching. Obviously, the guy for Gio and everybody else to stop, FP, when we play Atlanta.
Yeah, Gio against the Braves has struggled historically, but last start he's coming off a real good one. Fastball averaged 93 miles an hour. He threw it 72% of the time. That's his highest average fastball all season. 6 innings of shutout ball, giving up just 6 hits against the Mets last start. That was Saturday at Citi Field.
And Nick Markakis back in his old backyard, not that far from Baltimore, where he played for the Orioles from 06 through last year. We're underway right on time with a strike at 7:05. Markakis at .301, on base percentage .390, and a ground ball right side. Danny Espinosa for the first out of the game.
So the defense for the Nats behind you tonight. Worthspan, Harper, your outfield. Desmond Escobar, left side of the infield. Espinosa, Zimmerman, right side. And Wilson Ramos behind the plate. Jason Worth back in there in left field. Had a couple days off with a cranky shoulder. Good to see him back out there.
Yes, it is. In the number 3 spot in front of Bryce Harper tonight. Maybe Bryce's recent power surge will get Jason some good pitches to see. Andrelton Simmons on a 6-game hitting streak. A swing and a miss. He's 6 for 18 career with 2 home runs against Gio.
10 for 21 during that streak you're talking about. .476 average.
Got his batting average up to .292. Way inside, 1-1. 18-year veteran Paul Schreiber has the plate. Crew chief Field and Culbreth, 19th year at first. Jim Reynolds, 16th year at second. Manny Gonzalez, 4th year in the big leagues, third base. In the air to right side of the infield, and it'll get out of play. Braves against the East, 10-11. The Nats are 12-11. Bryce Harper, no other Nat even has 3 homers, and he hit 3 in 1 day. There's Simmons in that good streak he's on base a whole bunch of times. 30 runs in that series in Atlanta. That was crazy. That ball hit him on the back foot, or he's claiming on the knee, and the umpire, I don't think, has waved him down to first base. Yeah. Simmons trying to sell it.
I was just going to say, I don't think that was the greatest sell job ever. Freddie Gonzalez going to come out.
And the umpire, Paul Schreiber, will ask for help. Second base umpire Jim Reynolds is in there, and they give Simmons first base. His foot is actually out of the batter's box, FP, when the ball hit him. He moved his foot into the path of the ball, consciously or unconsciously, but he's at first base. Interesting.
Well, if he swung right there, strike 3, regardless if it hit him or not. It looked like he held up.
Here's Freddie Freeman, 7 for 24 against Gio with a couple of home runs. Jumping all over a high fastball.
Freeman on a 4-game hitting streak right now. 9 for 16, 563 with 7 RBI. He's on fire.
7th in the league with 34 hits. Top 4 with 11 doubles. And in the top 3 in extra base hits. He and A.J. Pierzynski just wore out the Nats in that series in Atlanta. He does it again. Right center. A ways for Span to go. Denard up with it cleanly. That'll keep the runner from first from scoring. Simmons to third. Freeman with second. He is unbelievable against the Washington pitching staff.
Well, he finished the recent homestand hitting .462. And I talked to him in the dugout today, and he was talking about an out he made to end the season when they didn't make the playoffs in 2011. I said, well, I know that out wasn't against the Nats because you haven't made one since against them. He started laughing. I said, there's just those teams you have where you can't explain it. You know that they know, and you have that different confidence level about you. And the hits keep coming for the Braves first baseman against the Nats.
He is 9 for 14 against the Nats this year. Johnny Gomes, the former National, playing left field.
They handled Freeman well in Atlanta the last game of the series, and they made him move his feet. They made him feel uncomfortable on the inside pitch. And I think you have to keep the ball close to Freeman, but he's such a good bad ball hitter.
Big breaking ball. Gomes hammers it to center. Span coming in. So's the runner. Denard throws to third, and it's 1-0 Atlanta. Johnny Gomes with his 9th RBI of the year. Good at bat for him, considering he came in 0 for his last 10. Next up, A.J. Pierzynski. He was the other guy in that series down in Georgia. That really hurt the Nationals. He had 6 hits in 11 at-bats and drove in 8 runs. Two for 5 with a walk career against Gio. And at the age of 38, commanding most of the recent playing time behind the plate. No swing, says Manny Gonzalez on a fastball under Pierzynski's hands.
He has 7 shutout innings for Gio last time out. The first time he's allowed a run in the first inning.
2-1. Looked like a changeup down and into the left-hander. Don't see those, and I wonder if there was a little cross-up here.
Well, I like the pitch, and I've always liked changeups in, especially when it's left on left. A.J. Pierzynski just saw a fastball in the pitch before that, so he recognized another fastball in, except for it was a changeup way out in front. Love pitchers that throw changeups in, and the reason they don't is because usually they come back over the plate, or could come back over the plate and go a long ways. For those of you that might not know. But I like that pitch.
Some of you ex-pitchers out there know that. Gio called out Ramos after that pitch immediately. So here's the 2-2. Throws him the big curveball, and A.J. Pierzynski way out ahead. Braves are 6th in the league in batting average, 6th in runs, and 5th in home runs. Tied with the Nats with 24 long balls. Jammed him.
Well, last start for Gio, he's so good with his fastball command. We always talk about how he's effectively wild, throwing above your letters, then paint one down the way. But against the Mets last time, he had command, velocity, was staying through it. Threw that fastball 72% of the time against the Mets, so really relied on it. And I thought he was very effective with it inside to both lefties and righties.
That's a busted bat. And Gio with the fielding play. So Freddie Freeman's double, the key hit to get Atlanta on the board. What a day, what a sight in Washington today. World War II airplanes soaring overhead, many of them in formation. An amazing display.
So cool.
Stoltz, Span, bottom of the first. We'll set the lineup in a moment. Denard leads off, and Eric Stoltz, 2-1 in 4 starts against the Nats.
Fastball, slider, curveball, change. Fastball averages 87, 88. He's a guy that'll pick away early and then try to speed you up and lock you up with a fastball in late. Change up, probably the best secondary pitch.
Braves pitching staff, a rather strange season. Not that good at home, but a lot better on the road. That's an easy one-hopper for him. Their ERA at Turner Field, 4.63. 25th in baseball. On the road, 3.40. And that is 6th in baseball. So Span has bounced out. Escobar, Worth, good to see Jason back in there. So it's Harper, Zimmerman, Ramos, the 4, 5, 6, and Wilson with an 11-game hitting streak. Danny Espinosa behind Ian Desmond tonight. Nats are 10th in the league in batting average. Steadily rising up to 239. 7th in runs, and like the Braves, 5th in home runs. Yunel Escobar nearing 100 at bats now. He's 29 for 96. Batting .302, and he's 0 for 4 career with 3 walks against the left-hander Eric Stoltz. Hits that ball hard and deep to center, and backtracking to grab it. Cameron Maybin on the warning track, about 395 away.
Well, the way the ball's been carrying here at Nats Park the last couple of games, you were wondering if that had enough legs to get out of here. Got a fastball right down the middle. Was supposed to be away, stayed inside it. Had a really good sound. Cameron Maybin opened up the wrong way. That ball tailed back, but he made a nice adjustment.
There's Worth with 2 outs, bases empty. 8 career plate appearances against the left-hander. He's been on base 4 times with 3 hits and a walk. 20th game for Jason. Strike 2.
The B-29, the Corsair, and the P-51 Mustang stole the show for me today. Those are my favorites, just in case you're wondering.
I'm glad you know more about planes than you do about dogs. Off-speed pitch, close enough to Hack.
Set the defense for the Braves behind Eric Stoltz, Gomes, Mayberry, Markakis the outfield, Simmons, Kayaspo left side, Goslin, Freeman right side, and A.J. Przinsky behind the plate.
Oh, 2 to Worth. Then he tried to bust him inside. He did, moved him off the plate.
Yeah,
we'll see if that sets up some off-speed away, huh?
Yeah, he throws the 2-seam fastball away and the 4-seam fastball in late. And the changeups whenever.
And Worth will hit one in the air out to center. Maybin had to go way back for Escobar's blast and in for Worth's fly ball. So the Braves, first inning of the series, ahead by 1. PNC Bank for the achiever in you. And by Ocean City, Maryland. Put your vacation days to good use in Ocean City, Maryland. Book now at OCOcean.com. That's got to be the best cleaners in the Washington area. Every shirt relates to the Nats. Bring it in by 10, you get it back by 4.
I thought that was your closet.
No. I got a few, but not that many. Alberto Callaspo. Braves signed him in December to a 1-year free agent contract. .223 with Oakland last year, 32-year-old infielder. A career .267 big league hitter. And this one will be close over by the barrier. Bryce Harper giving chase. He's there. And room to make the play for the first out.
Come out to Nats Park Saturday, May 9th. You can watch Bryce make a catch like that. 10th anniversary day honoring inaugural manager Frank Robinson. The game kicks off at 4:05. That's tomorrow. Okay, I got it. Braves, game 2 of the series. Call 202-675-NATS or visit nationals.com to purchase a calendar today.
Ian Desmond wears number 20 in tribute to his former organization guy, Frank Robinson. Here's former Virginia Cavalier Phil Gosselin. Hit .377 for 3 years down in Charlottesville. 3 NCAA tournament teams. Outside, and Gio 3-0 in a hurry. Gosselin 2 for 3 career against him. That was enough to sit down their left-handed hitting second baseman Jace Peterson tonight, and a 4-pitch walk.
That looked like Gio finished any one of those pitches. Kind of just slowed down his delivery after release. He was so through the target, meaning just finishing toward home plate last start. Didn't look like that was the case right there.
Here's Cameron Maben, a center fielder who came over in the multiplayer Craig Kimbrell deal that involved Carlos Quentin and Melvin Upton, moving some big name players between San Diego and Atlanta. He's had a little bit of pop with 4 home runs, 10 RBIs, probably more than a little bit. 36 career home runs in 8, now 9 big league seasons. He was a 10th player taken in the draft by the Tigers 10 years ago. That's well hit. Zimmerman spears it. Unassisted double play. Ryan Zimmerman using his reach over on the hot corner right side. tonight. He'll be a little younger than Bryce when he hit his 3. Inside the numbers, he was 3 for 4 with 3 homers, 5 RBIs, and the youngest to have ever hit 3 homers in a game, Eddie Matthews, the great left-handed hitting third baseman. That's when the Braves were still in Boston. Mel Ott, Johnny Bench, and then way back to Tom McCreary of Louisville. That's a little bit outside. So Bryce, with that barrage, up to 4th in homers, 5th in RBIs in the league. And of course, he continued that on-base streak, didn't he? Harper made it. Well, he went 0 for 4 on Tuesday. That ended the streak, and then he was right back up to it for the Wednesday matinee. 1 ball, 1 strike. Outside. 1 for 5 of the walk career against Eric Stoltz. Bryce isn't very strong. That was a check swing that went into the upper deck.
Well, he got the count he wanted to. He was looking in right there, but then when he started his swing, he realized it was too high. I think the biggest part about the 3 home run game for Bryce is he's starting to realize that he doesn't have to be a max effort guy with his swing to hit a ball 450 feet.
Stoltz gets him on 83. 4 in a row for the left-hander.
So when you're playing first base and you hold a guy on, check out Ryan Zimmerman. Usually you bounce off right to about here. You're going to bounce off real far. But maybe thinking that Cameron Maybin's going to go the other way. Watch Ryan Zimmerman just stay right there. If he bounces off real hard to the cut of the grass, that ball's down the corner and it's a run for the Braves. But by him just barely getting off once the pitch is made, and that's probably by design based on the hitter, snags a line drive that would have been a run.
In a baseball, when you make a great play, you're usually the next hitter up, even when there's 1 out in the inning. Ryan is showing signs of life with the bat. He's hit safely 8 of his last 10 games. Even when the batting average hasn't been up, the RBIs have been there. He's just out of the top 10 in the National League with 17. 2 for 8 career with a double against Eric Stoltz. 82 off speed upstairs.
He was trying to throw the changeup in.
Zimmerman the other way for a base hit. Might have broken his bat. Had a funny sound to it. Freddie Freeman couldn't react, and the ball was by him. The Nats finally a man on base.
That's the way you have to approach a guy like Eric Stoltz. If you try to do too much, he's going to prey upon that fact that you're over aggressive. But if you think, let the ball travel, let it get deep, go the other way, you're going to get your hits and you're going to have success, and there goes a no-hitter.
Wilson Ramos batting .419 during his 11-game hitting streak now.
I mean, when you get in there off a guy like this, you're looking outer half of the plate and you see it belt high, your eyes light up, and you're trying to hit something right through the second baseman, right through his chest.
First pitch changeup is what that 11-game streak got him. Wilson Ramos is wearing out left-handed pitching. .450 against southpaws, 6th highest in the league by any hitter. And that ball chopped off his foot. D. Gordon of the Marlins with 12 and counting.
There ain't no infield hits in number 2, folks.
You are right. And very respectable 282 against right-handers. In fact, the 282 against righties is 13 points above his career overall average, coming in this year 269. Having to shake that one off. Center fielder Maben about 20 feet toward the right center gap. Target away by Pierzynski. And the secondary lead by Zimmerman, and Ryan is in there. Alert base running by a very good base runner, Ryan Zimmerman.
Well, he talks about his plantar fasciitis. He says there's good days and there's bad days. This tells me that this is a good day. Good read by Ryan Zimmerman. That's the best I've seen him run in a few weeks, actually, right there. So he saw the ball in the dirt, saw it trickle away, advances 90 feet. And the tag just misses him. Hand just gets in there. Nicely done.
One, two. Wilson Ramos a double, a single on Wednesday. He had a double, a single on Tuesday. So starting to drive the ball a little more during his hitting streak. He's driven in 11 runs. And he's got another base hit. What a great approach. That ball to a flat-footed Markakis in right field, but he knew that Zimmerman would not score on that. And another great swing by Wilson Ramos, 12 games in a row.
Well, that's the approach. Hard the other way. Exactly what you should do against a lefty like Stults. You see the off-speed pitch. He stays on it. Lets it get deep. And this ball actually backs up Markakis. Watch him hit the brakes here and have to field it with two hands because it was hit so hard. No way that Bob Henley could send Ryan Zimmerman, and the line is moving.
Boy, some of the best hitting of Wilson Ramos' career right now. And a big spot for Ian Desmond with the Nationals down by a run. Target in, almost hit him.
It's been the book on Ian the last couple of days. I'd say the last 3 or 4 games, teams are starting to pound him in with a heater.
He does have 7 hits his last 5 games. 2 for 11 career against Stults, but a home run. In the air and slicing out of play.
That's one foul ball in the section that had about 15 on Wednesday.
Hey, I think they're selling a lot of seats down there.
Bring your glove.
1-2 pitch. It's a battle now.
Coming in.
That's a good take by Ian Desmond. And some umpires with wide zones have punched him out on this pitch.
Stults wanted this. Pierzynski set up off the plate, hit the target, but Pierzynski wasn't on the dish.
.90 upstairs, 2 outs.
When the Nats win, everyone wins all season long. When the Nats win and score 7 or more runs, you get 50% off regular menu price. Online orders at papajohns.com by entering promo code NATS50. Better ingredients, better pizza. Papa John's, official pizza of your Washington Nationals.
Danny Espinosa walking in. There's a base open, but it's not first. So always interesting to see how a number 8 hitter gets approached in a situation like this in the National League. Danny's had great success against Stults, by the way. A home run, 5 for 9. And he throws him a fastball, inner half up in the zone.
So Stoltz is away early, in late with the fastball with no runners on. But when push comes to shove and he has runners in scoring position, he'll pound you in with a fastball.
And that ball was inside on the pitch track. Espinosa will pop it straight back. So 5 hits, the homer, and a base on balls for Danny in the all-time matchup with Stoltz. Espinosa, the last 9 games, 10 hits, 31 at bats. And he's been pretty solid right-handed, 5 out of 13. Very late for 91. Eric Stoltz gives up 2 hits, but he strikes out Harper, Desmond, and Espinosa. Against the Marlins on Wednesday afternoon. Giancarlo finally got him, but up to that point, FP, typical Max Scherzer.
Yeah, gave up 2 runs in the second inning, then was on cruise control after that. Went 1, 2, 3 in the third, 1, 2, 3 in the fourth. Strikeouts all over the place, mixing it up nice. And made that mistake to Giancarlo Stanton on a 3-2 pitch. Threw him a slider. He rode it out of here for a 3-run jack, but that didn't take away from another amazing outing from Max Scherzer.
Well, bottom line, got the win. Got his record back to 2-3. His next appearance will be in Arizona. And he knows a little bit about that place. So we're going top 3 here with Stoltz, Markakis, and Simmons. 1-0 Braves. 1-1-0 Atlanta. 0-2-0 Washington. Eric Stoltz this year 1 for 7. He can hack. He's a 171 career hitter with a home run. Gio just misses the outside edge. 28th pitch, 17 strikes. Same result.
Almost kind of feeling for the fastball location right now, watching his mechanics. And even at the end, he's kind of, I don't know, decelerating instead of just finishing with his arm. Kind of see it. I mean, he's not reaching out to Wilson Ramos. Watch him kind of decelerate here at the end and not really get out there.
5 fastballs to the opposing pitcher.
He'll get into a groove. He's still feeling for his mechanics and his release point.
Strikes him out. Gio's first K of the night.
Mother's Day is this Sunday, May 10th. I know that because I have a mom, and that's take on the Braves at 1:35. And you're going to get a carnation on the way out, moms, when you exit the ballpark. That's compliments of Harris Teeter while supplies last. For game tickets, visit nationals.com.
So Atlanta 6 official at bats. First time through the order. And they go 1 for 6 with a hit batter, a sac fly, and a walk. Nick Markakis bounced out to Danny Espinosa. First time. Mets are at Philadelphia tonight. Third inning, 1-0 Phils. And the Marlins in San Francisco after they left here. Nationals are tied with Miami, 4.5 back of the Mets. The Braves are a half game ahead of those two teams. Markakis to center. Denard Span had to back up just a little, 2 down.
Just a reminder, as you enjoy a cold one on this Friday night, it's Miller time later tonight's game that is brought to you by Miller Lite. That is a big beer.
Wow.
And I don't think I could drink that. And if I did,
some of us think you'd have a chance.
We'd have a fun show if I did.
That is large. It's like that big billboard that says not actual size. Too bad. And a bouncer to the left side off the bat of Andrelton Simmons, who took a curveball in the back foot last time. Got to first. Freddie Freeman doubled him to third, and then Johnny Gomes hit the sac fly. Simmons to right. Harper after it. He'll have to take it on a hop near the line. He would have loved it had Andrelton had tried for second, and that'll keep the inning alive for Freddie Freeman.
7-game hitting streak for Simmons. And Freddie Gonzalez talking about Andrelton Simmons, saying he's staying with his approach. He's found something that he likes, and he's keeping it. He's been a tinkerer throughout his career, and Freddie Gonzalez saying before the game it's the longest he's seen him stay with the same approach. And you see the results, 7-game hitting streak going the other way. Nice piece of hitting.
Yeah, 11 for 22 now, hitting .500 over that streak. And here's Freddie Freeman, who's hitting over .500 against the Nats.
He really finished that fastball right there. That's what I'm talking about. Watch the arm speed and watch him stay through this right to the target. There was no deceleration in the arm.
And the breaking ball taken. Freeman double first time, 9 for 14 against Washington this year.
See if they try that fastball in here.
Freeman lets it get deep, fouls it out of play, 2-2. He's now 8 for 25 career against Gio Gonzalez.
He'll chase down with 2 strikes on the off speed.
Gio hasn't beaten the Braves since July 1st of 2012. Twelfth career start against him. Target inside by Wilson Ramos. And the fastball in there gets a foul tip. It's just hard to figure out where Freddie Freeman has a hole in his swing.
Well, I think it's right there, if there is one. He struck out 7 times against Gio in all of their matchups. That's the most of any Brave.
Oh my gosh, he's done it again. Span's got to cut it off. Knocks it down. Simmons coming home now. Throw home, Espinosa guns it. And Ramos can't hold on. 2-0 Atlanta. Freddie Freeman creams another one to right center. And we'll see how they rule it.
You see where Ramos was set up? He was set up away. He reached all the way across his body for that pitch. It was down the middle, and this is where it gets weird. Denard bobbles it, hits Espinosa perfectly, and Espinosa throws a bullet to Wilson Ramos, and once again, Ramos can't handle the hop. He's had trouble picking balls up this year at home plate. That wasn't a bad throw by Espinosa. It looks like it kind of shot on him a little bit, but he wasn't in any position to catch the hop.
Freddie Freeman, double RBI. Johnny Gomes takes strike one.
Boy, we have a hot hitter locked in. If you just miss your target by a little bit, they're going to make you pay, and that's what Freeman just did. So look where Wilson Ramos was set up right here. He wants the pitch right there. The pitch is going to end up about right there. You see him reach across?
Yeah.
Guy's not hot, you get away with that. Guy's locked in, you won't.
Johnny Gomes, that's a fair ball. Escobar knocks it down. So that keeps Freeman from scoring. And the way Escobar reacted after he made contact, I think he thought it was foul.
There's a good shot right down the line, except for Manny Gonzalez got in the way. I couldn't really tell right there.
Now a lefty-lefty matchup with A.J. Pierzynski.
Not the cleanest inning defensively for the Nats here. Gio's going to try to bail him out right here.
That was a pretty big miss from where Ramos was set up. That time Ramos with a short hop pick saves the run.
That curveball in the dirt, gloves it, nice play. And in Denard Span's defense and Escobar, those weren't easy plays. You're running. Denard was playing in left center field, had to run all the way to right center. And Escobar had to go over the bag on that. And I think once he didn't field the ball, he's trying to sell the call that it was foul.
Counts back even 2-2.
And it's not even 9-1 yet.
This is not an insurmountable lead. Locked him up. Strike three anyway. Play at first notwithstanding. Inning over. So Gio strikes out A.J. Pierzynski, but 3 hits in a row get the Braves another run.
to the season offensively, which he says actually surprises him for a couple reasons. One, he's typically a slow starter at the beginning of the season, and two, he's coming off 2 surgeries, which pretty much eliminated his off-season training routine and his spring training. Span said he did what little he could after his December sports hernia surgery to try and carry over the offensive success he had in 2014, watching film of his at-bats, mimicking his stance in a mirror, but he was unable to take full swings or do much to stay in top physical condition. Says he got into the worst shape he's been in his life, but he's bounced back, crediting his hard work over the last 11 years or so, and is really in a groove offensively, guys.
Batting 305 coming in. That's Dan with our Coons.com sideline report. And Gio will bounce out to the left side with Span coming in. When you're talking cars, you're talking Coons. Span and Escobar the next 2.
Those injuries when you have to do nothing as part of your rehab, sometimes those are the worst ones.
Span back to the pitcher first time, shows bunt. Yeah, Craig Stammen was in the Nats clubhouse today. Kind of along those lines, he said he can't exert himself too much because if his blood pressure gets up, his arm could swell. Right now in one of those soft casts that he can keep on or remove as he finds comfort. And you know, these guys are competitive, FP. They're warriors. They want to be doing something every day. Tough for them to dial it back to that extent.
That's hard. And Anthony Rendon with the side issues, those you just have to do nothing. If you sneeze too hard, you're back to where you started. You cough, you laugh, all that stuff. Yeah, professional athletes at any level, or in any sport, I should say, are not good at sitting around.
Yeah. Matt said today that Steven Strasburg is feeling fine, and they'll know more after he has a chance to throw a bullpen. Eric Stoltz is being a crafty left-hander so far, and he has set the Nats down 5 in a row now since the hits by Zimmerman and Ramos. Navy Day, and one of our great sponsors down through the years, Navy Federal Credit Union. It's our troop recognition brought to you by Navy Federal Credit Union, proudly serving the armed forces and their families for over 80 years. Cool night, beautiful night at the ballpark. Flag's not doing much of anything right now. Top of the 4th, Mazda due up for the Braves. Alberto Callaspo, Phil Goslin, and Cameron Maybin. 6, 7, 8. That's Gio's 54th pitch of the game. And on the second pitch of the inning, he'll get a grounder to Yunel Escobar for the first out. Callaspo 0 for 2.
I'm hoping to see a ground ball to third.
Really?
That's the fourth one in a row.
Oh, by both teams, I get it. Yeah, Callaspo handled 3, and then he decided to hit one himself. Here's Phil Gosselin, walked first time, and was doubled off first on the fantastic leaping play by Ryan Zimmerman. Gio threw him a 4-pitch walk, and that's ball 5 to Gosselin. Took a little bit off and got a strike with it. Hasn't been able to throw Gosselin a fastball for a strike yet. That ball really hit hard and foul, hooking into the corner.
American Standard, who's hot and who's not? Who's hot? Matt Harvey, 5-0 record. And he's going up against Cole Hamels tonight, who's 0-3. His last 11 home starts against the NL East. Celebrate the season with the American Standard All-Star Sales event. Visit MidAtlanticComfort.com for amazing rebate and financing opportunities.
Phillies got a run in the first and still lead that game. 4th inning, 1-0. 2 outs on a grounder to Danny Espinosa. And by the way, the Braves this year now, in the first 3 innings of their games, have outscored their opponents by 20 runs. The Nats have been outscored by 14. So plus 20 and minus 14, comparing the early innings of these two ball clubs. Now a chance to have the pitcher lead off in the 5th. If Gio can get Cameron Maybin, he hit that hard line drive speared by Zimmerman first time. And Gonzalez ahead with a fastball at 92.
And I'm going to say, based on recent events, you can flip-flop those numbers in the late innings. How about that?
They got skewed toward the late innings, no doubt about that.
I don't have any data to back my theory up, though, which isn't good. But my eyes
which
tell
makes
me,
it a lot like a lot of theories out there.
Did I say? But my eyes tell me that the Nats have outscored the Braves in the late innings.
I do know that they outscored them by 1 in the late innings a couple of weeks ago, and that's all that mattered. A whole lot more than 1 after it was 10-2. So it went, what, 11-2 the rest of the night, Dan Ugla? Three and 1. Gio gets a strike. Maybin mildly trying to sell it. Mercedes-Benz will track it.
Didn't Paul Schreiber think about this one for a click? Yeah, he thought about that for a second. Screech loved it.
Got him. 86 on the changeup, diving away. And Gio's 3rd strikeout. He finally gets a 1-2-3 inning. Worth coming up, number 3 man, then the cleanup guy Harper, and then Ryan Zimmerman. About to get tabled in D.C. Tom hasn't won a race this year. Bill has won 4. And William Howard Taft, wow, is nothing sacred anymore. All right, Geico President's Race, bottom of the 4th. Here's Dan.
Bob, Jason Worth back in the lineup today after getting 2 days off, 2 games off, followed by a scheduled day off tomorrow. Told me he could have played Wednesday, but with the shoulder barking a little bit, they wanted to give him 3 full days off, and the strategy paid off. Worth told me he feels great today, like his shoulder is brand new. I asked him what the discomfort feels like when it starts acting up on him. Told me it just feels like the shoulder's angry, a little sore, but he's better now and feels fresh.
Hooks one to left, and foul into the corner.
What's the shoulder angry at is what I want to know.
Let's hope it gets angry at the baseball.
Yeah.
You know, and you talk about a guy throwing with a bad shoulder. FP, you know this. You can't get the extension with the bat either until everything gets loosened up and back to full strength.
He's a 2-hand guy. He's not going to let go of the bat with his left hand.
Right.
So his right shoulder comes through the zone almost like a boxer punching. So he's always getting extension with that right shoulder. He fooled around in spring training with letting go of the bat, but it's not just how he does it. You know? So now that comes into play, especially with Worth.
One-two pitch. He cranks one to left. See you later. Might be the one we've been waiting for from Jason Worth, first of the year.
Angry shoulder, hit ball far. But just you're talking about it. I mean, staying through the ball with that top hand, the right arm, getting extension. If that's sore, you kind of cut it off and you come around it toward the third baseman, maybe in the third base dugout. But if it's feeling well, now you stay through the baseball and you actually, it's like a punch. He just did it right there. First home run of the year.
That ball was hit halfway up the left field seats. Here's Bryce Harper, and the Nats have cut into the lead. Harper looking for a fastball, got a high changeup for a strike. So Jason Worth, 187th career home run, 25th of the year for the Nationals. Outside to Bryce Harper, 101.
Check out his side swing, and we're going to focus on the backside right there. If that's sore, it's not staying through the baseball. If it's barking, if it's angry, whatever term you want to use. But watch how he extends now. Doesn't let go of the bat. That's his swing. That's how he's always done it. But if the shoulder's well, you can do that. Great swing by Worth.
1-2 pitch to Harper. And Bryce will lace one out to center field. Back-to-back hits. Better get back. He's out. Bryce Harper got caught rounding the bag.
Well, a nice piece of hitting by Bryce, first of all. He stayed on that nice, went the other way, didn't try to do too much, and then watch out with Simmons. He's got one of the best arms in baseball, and he just showed you why.
And Andrelton Simmons sort of deked everybody there a bit. He kind of took the throw very relaxed and slow and then turned and gunned it.
You know why Bryce slid late? He was trying to run into Freddie Freeman's glove. And that's a good way to do it. If you think you're out as a base runner, find the guy's glove that's going to be receiving the ball and stand tall and run right into it. And hopefully the ball hits you in the back and you're safe. That's why he slid so late. He was trying to run into Freddie Freeman's glove and then slid late. And the best part about that is he didn't get hurt. That was an awkward slide.
And a busted bat by Zimmerman for a base hit. Ryan's 2 for 2. Three consecutive hits by the Nats. And a red-hot hitter, Wilson Ramos, coming in.
I think Ryan Zimmerman's going to be going on bat number 3 tonight. But bat number 1 and bat number 2 both died a hero because he's 2 for 2.
Ryan's now hit safely 9 of his last 11 games.
Simmons has got a cannon. That was, wow.
And by the way, that's 4 for 4 over at first base standing together.
There's a pitcher in the minor leagues that threw in the upper 90s. Now he's a shortstop in the major leagues that throws in the upper 90s.
Ramos base hit to right first time. Tough call under his hands, 0-2. Two-one ball game. Things have sure gotten interesting for the Nationals offense here in the 4th inning. They've out-hit the Braves 5-4. And Ramos to left. Out goes Simmons. In comes Johnny Gomes, who makes the catch on the run. 2 outs.
You could see Stoltz changing his game plan as this one goes. He's seeing, base hits to the right side. He tried to get in on Worth, left it out over, he hit it out. But now all of a sudden he's changing that fastball away early to pounding right-handed hitters in early. Second time around. So as a hitter, you have to make the adjustment with the pitcher.
And Desmond pops one up right field. Heading over is Freddie Freeman, and he can't get there.
Didn't see it.
Ball came twisting back. It is twilight time, where the ball can disappear above the stadium lights into the sky this time of the evening at 8:08 Eastern.
He didn't see it. Watch him put his hands in the air about halfway. Where is it? I don't know. Where is it? Oh, there it is. And you see it on the way down. It's too late.
Too late.
I've said this before. As an outfielder, I used to watch the little birds fly around the stadium, and once they disappeared into the sky at twilight, you knew the baseball was too. And that's when you're praying that the ball's not hit to you. That little 5-6 minute window before it gets dark enough for the lights to take over.
So the next time I see an outfielder bird watching, I'll know it's for a purpose.
Well, I mean,
that's
that
good.
was just me, and I was out there, so it was the only way I could see if it was that time or not.
Outside. 1-1 to Desmond, who struck out with runners at first and third, 1 out, 2nd inning. The Nationals have had their chances here against Stoltz. Off speed had him way out ahead. Stoltz career 36 and 45. 8 and 17 for the Padres in 32 starts last year. 11 and 13 the year before that. Braves signed him as a minor league free agent. Blows one by Desmond after showing him the off speed. Jason Worth leads off the 4th with a mighty blast to left. Halfway up the blue seats out there, first of the year. The Nats have taken a bite into the Atlanta lead.
job by Andrelton Simmons right here. Watch how relaxed he is when he gets the throw. And Bryce takes the big turn. He's like, boom, and he throws a seed. Look at that. That's the deke job right there. So when Bryce Harper turned his back, the last thing Bryce saw was Simmons nice and relaxed, catching the ball, turns around, throws a seed. Tony Tarasco screaming back, and it's too late because of the cannon.
So we go top 5. Gio struck out Eric Stoltz first time up. Counts even 1-1. First 4 innings for the Nats left-hander, 67 pitches, 41 strikes. Bolts the fastball 91 outer half. Big curveball. Little bouncer right side. This one taking a while to develop, and Ryan Zimmerman takes care of business.
Tough play right there. Not as easy as it looks. Do I catch it and flip it? Do I take it myself? I was out here the other day. I think it was Tuesday, and Ryan Zimmerman early work with Max Scherzer and I think Steven Strasburg. They were working on that very play right there, the in-betweener. And who's taking the ball? Who's covering?
Top of the order, Nick Markakis. Homecoming for Nick when he signed with the Braves as a free agent December 5th from Woodstock, Georgia. 9 years with Baltimore. 276 last year with 14 homers, 50 RBIs.
He missed a belt loop in his pants, too. I don't know if that's by design. Fashion police. Look at, see? He's over those two loops in the front.
Oh, boy.
You got to tighten that up.
Fastball upstairs for the strikeout. Gio, 4th K of the evening. And now you want him to retire. Andrelton Simmons with Freeman on deck.
All fastballs away, all hitting the target. Little elevation right there, top corner of the zone.
I think with the tighter belt, he still doesn't get to that.
Maybe it's good luck. I don't know.
Simmons jacks one to left. He has reached on a hit by pitch and a base hit. And Freddie Freeman has moved him to the third once and driven him home the second time. Chopper third base. Escobar in between hop and fights off a bit of a double clutch there to get a big out. So Freddie Freeman can lead off the 6th inning. Espinosa, Gio, and Span straight ahead. Tonight, got the Caps, got the Pickers. Well done, guys. University of Maryland, University College with a moment in history. And on this date, 3 years ago, Josh Hamilton became the most recent man in Major League history to hit 4 homers in a game, 18 total bases, as the Rangers hammered the Orioles. Danny Espinosa, bottom of the 5th. Well, we thought Bryce might be able to tie that. He did get an RBI ground ball his last time up. And as it turned out, that was a pretty big run batted in. That's foul. Beyond the reach of Callaspo.
I remember a shot we had at Bryce in the dugout after his 3rd one. He had his finger in the air, waggling it like, no, I'm not coming out. That was because he wanted to come out after the 4th one, not the 3rd one. That's how he was thinking. He said after the game, I wanted 4.
Yeah, I wonder what the Major League percentage is for home runs, the at-bat after curtain calls. Probably not great. Outside, 1-1.
You just got to love that mentality, though. Not satisfied.
Yeah. All right, that's in the past. I'm looking forward to my next AB.
Right.
Espinosa struck out swinging, ending the 2nd. Still 5 for 10 career against his left-hander with a solo home run. '80 diving down and away. And he goes fastball away. He's making that 90 to 91 look a lot harder with changeups before the heaters.
The Washington Nationals Fans Choice Flex Packs are on sale right now. Choose from some of the season's best matchups. When you pick 4 games, you get 1 game free. Go to nationals.com/flex to pick your games right now.
This is interesting. Stoltz has 5 strikeouts tonight. Desmond and Espinosa, 4 of them. He's one of the guys who misses the fewest bats in the major leagues. Opponents only swing and miss against him coming in tonight 11% of the time. But not tonight.
He likes free swingers.
Doug Fister's on that list. And of course Alex Wood, who the Nats will face here Sunday. Julio Teheran, Doug Fister tomorrow. Jordan Zimmerman, Wood on Sunday before we head for Phoenix and San Diego. Good take by Gio on 0-2. Still hunting his first base hit of the year. 0 for 6.
Three sacrifices in his last start. That's the first time it's happened in this franchise since Pedro Martinez did it in '96. Hasn't had a chance yet tonight.
He'll run into one a year. He's done it 3 years in a row coming in. Way out ahead of that.
Might get him a fastball right here.
Well, if they want to challenge him, go right ahead. 2-2. Oh, I got him a changeup. 80. 6 Ks for Eric Stoltz. How about Denard Span, FP, and the power he showed us 2 nights in a row in Atlanta?
April 28th, Denard Span, first tater of the year. Line shot out to right field. Some high fives in the dugout. Then on the 29th, a no doubter that girl couldn't handle. So back-to-back nights for number 2. I see the truck trying to channel number 3 right here.
Well, I'm glad you knew it was out because that was in the first row.
It's way out of here. No doubter.
Denard 0 for 2 tonight. Grounder to the pitcher. 1 to third base. Cranks 1 to center. Maben going back, and he catches it. 400 feet away.
I thought they did it.
You got to pull it, I guess.
I thought they did it.
To get it out. Denard Span puts a charge in 1. Allowed 1-2-3 for the Nationals, bottom of the 5th. And I think Denard thought for a moment he had done it again.
just going to do this to Freddie Freeman because we are over him getting hits. There's your game, Summer.
That's how you pitch to him right there.
Right there. Jason Worth, first home run this season. Oh, but now we're going to show him. Okay. Such a good hitter, such a good player. And he's always at his best against the Nats. There's no other way to put it, really, other than he sees that curly W, and he already came in locked in. We set his numbers before he got here. 4-game hitting streak, 563. Finished the homestand at 462, and the beats keep going right
Freddie
here.
Freeman's in the top 10 in the league in batting now at 330. Braves box 2 of their 4 hits. The Johnny Gomes sac fly first inning after the Freeman double got him their first run. Then Freddie, as you saw in the replay, drove in Simmons. Nats had a shot at him at the plate, but Ramos couldn't hold on to Danny Espinosa's hot relay. No balls, 2 strikes here. Swing and a miss. Get him 0-2 and throw one upstairs, eh? Gio, strikeout number 5.
Yeah, tough to lay off that pitch. It looked big to Freeman right there, but at 92 miles an hour, I think, up in his eyes, couldn't catch up. I like the sequence. Be aggressive, go right after him, climb the ladder. Nicely done.
Next up, Johnny Gomes, who at 204 with 3 homers and 12 RBIs for the Nats in 43 ball games, a midseason pickup from Cincinnati in 2011. Went on to Oakland, had a good year there. Put up some decent numbers with the Red Sox. Hit a big home run for them in the World Series 2 years ago. And finished last season with Oakland. Johnny got a 1-year deal early February from Atlanta as a free agent. In his career, 281 against left-handers coming in. 1-2 pitch.
Made one of the best points I've ever heard about younger players maybe not knowing the nuances of the way the game is played now, even at the highest level. He said kids play so much baseball nowadays that they don't watch it on TV like we used to. They're always out playing in tournaments. They're always on a team. They don't see baseball like the other generations did because they're always playing.
Interesting.
It's not their fault, but we used to watch WGN, WTBS, watch all the games all day long. And now kids are out playing so much on travel squads, on this elite team, on that elite team. They just come home and watch the highlights and don't see the whole game and all the little things that go along with the game to learn. And he's taking some close pitches for balls.
Now Gio can't believe the last 2. Ramos did a double take after the previous pitch.
But it's one of the better points I've ever heard made about why, the little things aren't, the attention to detail isn't what it used to be.
Got him that time. Johnny Gomes down on strikes, 2 outs. Well, then on top of that, kids have to go to school. They have homework. They have exams. A lot of testing. How about this bolt?
But it's all they see is the home run. It's all they see is the strikeout. They don't see all the little things like Ryan Zimmerman reading the ball in the dirt and you reading this promo.
$37 to the Children's Inn at the National Institutes of Health, thanks to our Washington area Toyota dealers. Toyota Case for Kids. Young broadcasters watching just learned a lot. Thank you. Strike 1. A.J. Pierzynski. Bouncer left side. Escobar has to go to his right. Plant sidearms it. A bullet to Ryan Zimmerman. And Gio Gonzalez has suddenly retired 10 consecutive Braves. Our Honda Dua, bottom of the 6th, Yunel Escobar, came in hitting .302, 0 for 2 tonight. Maybe he's due.
T-Mobile game changer, and it's Jason Worth, first home run of the year. Ball outside. Look at him go out and get that extension, stayed through it. Cut the lead in half, and maybe to Johnny Gomes' point, the T-Mobile game changer should be a bunt or a ball in the dirt and advancing.
Ground ball that moves the runner.
Maybe we're part of the problem.
Well, all the highlight shows could go no homers for one day, and
that would
no dunks.
Get great ratings. Here, let's show you this front end of a one-on-one.
Escobar jammed, and look at him fight off that ball. He is so good at going the other way, or at times pulling his hands inside the ball. And hey, we said he was due for a hit. That's number 30 for the year. In his 99th at bat.
Well, hit the ball well to center field his first time up. And now he just stays back, lets it get deep on the off-speed pitch from Stoltz. You see him keep the hands close to the body. That gets the barrel right to where you see it. It's a great shot. Good balance. L on the back leg.
Jason Worth. Well, he had a base hit to left field in the Miami series. And I noted at the time that I thought that was his best pull swing of the year. Maybe we saw something coming there, FP, and he turned on it big time last time up. He got his bat slowed down there by a changeup. Andrelton Simmons, 1 out. But when a guy like Jason Worth tells you it's coming, he knows.
Well, he knows that his swing is getting close. And he also frustrated by offering at that pitch right there.
Nats box. Hits in the second, back-to-back Zimmerman Ramos with 1 out. Couldn't cash in. Worth the leadoff homer, 4th inning. Harper a single. Picked off first by Simmons when he rounded the bag. And now Zimmerman and Escobar, the 2 most recent hits. Price did a nice job of hitting a hard line drive right over shortstop last time. One ball, 1 strike.
Likes hitting at home, 6 home runs.
By the way, that last time up was Bryce's 100th at bat of the year. And he let one loose there. So his first 100 at bats, he hits .270 with 8 homers, 20 RBIs. Times all of that by 6, and he's in line for a big year. Deep to left center. This ball still going, and it is gone. That thing looked like it was going straight up off the bat and kept going and going. And for Harper, 4 homers in 2 games.
Unbelievable.
Can you say carrying a ball club?
I'm in awe of that home run, maybe more than the 3 he hit the other day. That was an inside pitch, a bent arm swing, really didn't get extension, but stayed through it so long and had such good balance and created so much backspin that it carried out of here. Unbelievable.
Bryce Harper now 1 home run out of the league lead with 9. And he has 22 RBIs. Puts him in the top 4 in the National League. Zimmerman takes a strike on a 2-0 pitch. Yeah, we knew he got those 3 the other day. This one just refused to stop going.
Well, the 3 the other day were extension. He caught him out front. He smoothed him out of here. He didn't really get a lot of extension right there. That was more strength versus extension. Watch. Pulls his hands in nice. Look at the top hand roll over. Really doesn't catch it out front at all. He lets it get deep. So you're wondering, did he create enough backspin? And it just gets out of here. And a pair of sunglasses died a hero too.
That's right. Swinging and miss. Zimmerman out. 2 down here in the 6th. Eric Stoltz, 7 strikeouts, but he's given up 2 home runs to the Nats 3 and 4 hitters. And he faces Wilson Ramos next. The Nats get the lead back, and Bryce.
Look at him pull his hands in close to his body to get the barrel of the baseball and then still have enough power. It's the balance. His lower half is being utilized more than it ever has. We all talk about the violent Bryce Harper swing, but the lower half underneath him, he's hitting with his legs. He has a base, and now he's just driving through the baseball, and that's where you're getting the carry.
Did you notice no batting gloves? He's gone George Brett on us here.
He didn't have them on the other day either.
Who needs batting gloves? Ramos a bouncer. 2 hops to Simmons. So the Escobar leadoff hit puts Stoltz on the stretch, and then Bryce Harper puts the team on his back again and puts the Nationals on top 3-2. I should say high fives after the shows he put on this week.
System for every home run a Nats player hits this season. Lexus, the pursuit of perfection. Let's watch from the side again. And the base that Bryce Harper has with the lower half. And the balance. Did you see the bat toss right there? The lower half, and he's underneath. He's got his legs underneath. He's hitting with his lower half, something he's never done. It's a great shot there at the end, but you see the hips opening up. He's a guy that's jumped at the baseball his first 3 years as a big leaguer and basically done it off his front foot. Now he's incorporating the lower half, and he's learning and maturing and realizing if I incorporate the lower half like that, I don't have to swing as hard and I don't have to jump. He's transforming into a hitter, and it's amazing to see. A pure hitter.
That was some changeup by Gio there to even the count 1-1. 7th inning underway. Callaspo guides one to the right side. Danny Espinosa, 1 out. 11 straight retired by Gio Gonzalez. 7 and 8 next. Goslin and Maben. As Gio surpasses 90 pitches, Matt Grace lefty, Aaron Barrett the right-hander. Gio's due to bat third, bottom of the 7th, trying to get the Nats to the stretch with that 1-run lead. Goslin a walk and a bouncing ball right side. He jacks one to center. Denard Span turns one way. He watches it. It's off the wall. Goslin hits one about 395 to right center. In fact, just a little bit off to the right from being dead center field.
Yeah, Gio wanted this inside, kind of left it down the middle. Goslin, who's been swinging it pretty good here tonight. And one out double, timer on second base.
Yeah, he came within a foot or two of his second big league home run. Number 8 man is Cameron Maben. Number 9 spot on deck. Braves are poised to hit for Stoltz here. Gio gets a high strike on a changeup. Pedro Siriaco has joined Atlanta since we last saw them. 29-year-old infielder. .92 on the heater upstairs, 1-1.
Not too many times this swing will get me out of my chair and trying to mimic it and demonstrating it for you while I'm doing the replay.
Yeah, I am impressed with the power you generate from your dress pants on your lower body.
From a hitter standpoint, that home run he just hit was more impressive than anyone he hit the other day.
I agree. I mean,
the other
I'm watching that thing, trying to call it, and I have no idea it's going out. That was really something. And a 1-2 pitch. Nasty curveball in the dirt for the strikeout. 2 down. Number 7 for Gio Gonzalez. Mercedes-Benz will track it.
Yeah, went with the back knee curveball, everything up and away. Curveball down and on the inner half. And Maben right over the top.
Pedro Siriaco is 1-for-1 career against Gio Gonzalez. .279 career hitter in parts of 4 years with Pittsburgh, Boston, San Diego, Kansas City. Hit .213 for the Royals in just 25 games last year. Chris Johnson's been hurt.
Just the bottom of the zone. Ramos tried to frame it, didn't get the call. Gonzalez wanted it.
Siriaco 0-for-1 as a Brave, and this is his first pinch hitting appearance. And he's late for a changeup at 85. Swing and a miss on 94. That's one of Gio's most crackling fastballs of the night.
Pitch number 194. Reaching back, smelling the finish line. In a one-run game, he's emptying the tank right here.
Throws the nasty hook and quite a stop, moving to his left by Wilson Ramos. Big crowd clapping in unison for a final out here, 7th inning. Siriaco, tired of waiting, steps out. And he tried to come around the outside corner with a curveball.
Base open, lefty on deck. You go 3-2 changeup right here, or do you try to end your night with a heater?
Got him! 87 on the changeup. And Gio Gonzalez wills his evening through 7 innings. Strikes out the last too many faces. Time for the Hyundai 7th inning stretch. After a bit of a rough start to his evening, Gio Gonzalez, fantastic the last 5 frames. Nationals and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. And the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Washington Nationals. And they got the field ready for quite a ball game tonight. The long ball, Worth and Harper making a big difference for the Nats, but you can't say enough about the way Gio Gonzalez turned his evening around. More on that in a moment. How about clients, employees, friends, or family? An amazing outing at Nationals Park. New fan experiences with your group. BP from the dugout. Maybe you get to hold the finish line for the President's Race. 202-675-NATS or nationals.com/groups. So Gio gets his thing turned around long enough for the offense to get their thing going. And this could be a big ball game tonight at Peak as the Nats are trying to get back to 500 and win another series in the division.
Well, I like the fact that Gio Gonzalez didn't have his A stuff tonight, and he pieced it together. It was a little rough early. He was having trouble staying through the target, kind of slowing down a little bit. Then all of a sudden, he got a lead, and he just turned into a different guy. So, you know, it's what you do on the nights when you don't have your A stuff, and Gio was great tonight, and Bryce Harper is just as good as anybody in baseball right now. Home run, getting inside of it, going the other way. He's carrying this ball club, and there's a lot of people that have been waiting for this Bryce Harper, and he's arrived.
Yeah, this Bryce Harper, pretty good, visiting with another power guy, Dan Uggla. As the 7th inning rolls around here at Nationals Park, the Nats are into their bullpen. It's our first look this season at Brandon Cuniff out of the Atlanta pen. For him, 11th appearance, 2 ERA, just 1 hit, but a couple of earned runs in 9 innings because he's walked 6 batters while striking out 9. But the league is hitting .038 against this right-hander. For the Nats in the bottom of the 7th, Desmond Espinosa, and then we're thinking pinch hitter for Gio as the bullpen was up and working. First pitch slider, 82, had Ian Desmond out ahead.
Nice slider, 82, fastball, 93, occasional changeup at 84.
Bigger hook there. Cuniff originally signed by the Marlins, 27th round 5 years ago. And then the Braves got him as a minor league free agent June of 13. Check the matchup sheet to see if any Nats have faced him before, and none have. Recalled from Gwinnett 3 days ago. Desmond gets to that breaking ball away. Andrelton Simmons just quick enough to throw him out. For the Achiever and you, PNC Bank with our minor league report. And Lucas Giolito knocked around a bit tonight in his high Class A debut. 8 hits, 5 earned runs, couple of walks, 5 strikeouts in 4 1/3 after Reynaldo Lopez really was a shining star his first time out.
Lopez supposed to have electric stuff too.
Yeah, I was watching some replays, FP, of him on the scoreboard a few minutes ago. He has some nasty breaking stuff, Lopez. Casey Jansen pitched an inning down there. Danny Espinosa hits this ball a long way to left center, and it is into the bullpen. Nats power tonight. Number 3 for Espinosa. The Nationals lead 4-2.
Ian Desmond, helmet taker offer guy. Danny Espinosa having a tough night at the plate with a couple of strikeouts. Just turned everything around with his 3rd home run of the year. Opposite field job into the Braves bullpen. How about that? It's a big run.
That it is. Here's Clint Robinson batting for Gio. So Gio goes 7, 5 hits, 2 runs, 8 strikeouts. And Robinson rifles one foul off the facing of the second deck in right field.
He almost knocked down the second deck in right field. That got Bryce Harper out of his seat. Watch this ball and the velocity. He's wishing it fair, but it's way foul, and it hits the facade of the upper deck and ricochets into right field.
Making a bid for his first major league homer at the age of 30. He had 4 at-bats with the Royals in 12. 3 hits, 9 at-bats for the Dodgers last year. One of those guys who's had tremendous numbers over the years. Never gotten much of a shot at the major league level. 2-2 now. One of the reasons Gio lasted deep into the evening tonight, he only walked 1 batter and hit 1, had his control under control. And Robinson can't get 95 up and away.
Danny Espinosa going a little opposite field job, and look at where the pitch is, had the sound. You could hear the crowd as soon as he hit it. They were wishing it was out of here, and so was Espinosa. Some high fives.
As I mentioned, Danny Espinosa, 3rd homer of the year, 58th of his big league career. Had been a while since number 2. And that's outside to Denard Span, who's 0 for 3 tonight. And he almost left the premises to straightaway center last time. Hit hard on a fastball away right to Simmons. So 4 batters, The second one up, hit one a mile the other way. How about these Nationals left-handed batters going deep and out to left center tonight? 4-2 for the Washington Power Company.
Douglas said we have to, air quotes, man up. Everybody here has to man up. I think everybody knows what I'm talking about. It's exactly what Gio Gonzalez did tonight. He didn't have his great stuff. Early on, he was kind of feeling for it. And then all of a sudden, just manned up and didn't really flinch at all. And I think, that says a lot about the person, the man, and pieced this one together and did a heck of a job out there tonight to qualify for a W. He said, thanks, FB. You're welcome, Gio. Good job.
Gio always kind of knows where the camera is, and we like that about him. Call to the bullpen, brought to you by Verizon, America's largest and most reliable 4G LTE network. And Matt Grace, who was called up while the Nats were in Atlanta, is suddenly appearing in his 8th big league ball game.
Yeah, good fastball, a lot of sink to it, 91. Slider change to go with it.
Logical move to the left-hander here, considering who's batting leadoff and who's batting third in the 8th inning.
8th appearance. League hitting 250, lefties 200, and anybody that walks out to Led Zeppelin, I'm a fan of.
Nick Markakis 0 for 2 against him with a strikeout and a ground ball. It's interesting. The 3 hitters he faced in Atlanta are the 3 guys due up here in this 8th inning in Washington. 2-1. Yeah, then there's Simmons, then there's Freeman. That's foul just outside the bag. Markakis 0 for 3. Ground ball, fly to center, strikeout. 31 years of age now. Three and 2. Right in on his hands, and Markakis fights it off. Bryce Harper approaching the line quickly, hold him to a single. So the lefty-lefty matchup goes the way of the Braves.
The Peanuts are at the Fitz. We just told you Lucas Giolito pitched tonight. You can get an Anthony Rendon t-shirt, disco fireworks, Mother's Day celebration, including a post-game diamond dig. Visit PotomacNationals.com for more details.
Yeah, and that scoreless inning for Casey Janssen was down there yesterday. Casey here in town today telling everybody before the game the Nats really want to see him go back-to-back appearances. Here's Andrelton Simmons And it's a double play ball. Desmond Espinosa and Freddie Freeman will bat with the bases empty after one of the biggest pitches Matt Grace has thrown in the big leagues.
Well, that's a sinker. And he's always got that in his back pocket. It gets a little 6-4-3 double play action. Simmons tied up. Desmond wrestles it. Good feed to Espinosa. See that little tricky hop that he and Desmond fielded nicely. And once you get to Espinosa, you know it's over.
How big is that with Freddie Freeman coming up? And Grace struck him out when he faced him in Atlanta. This is interesting. The Nats were in a hurry to get the shift on, so it went to ball one before they were able to flex their defense with Escobar up the middle and Espinosa in right field. It's going to work. Escobar right there, and a great inning for the left-handed rookie Matt Grace. The double play ball, and Freddie Freeman is in a slump. 2 for 4 tonight. BLTs, little cheese, little tomato, and Nationals baseball brought to you by DraftKings. Play daily fantasy baseball for free on DraftKings.com. Enter promo code DUGOUT for free entry. And by visitannapolis.org. Find the Chesapeake experience at visitannapolis.org. Toasty. Major League debut for rookie Williams Perez. He won't be 24 years old until May 21st. From Acarigua, Venezuela. It's his 7th year in professional baseball.
Yeah, 2-0 in AAA for the Braves with a 1.33 before his call-up. Pitched 27 innings. Had 21 strikeouts versus just 9 walks. Gave up 4 earned runs in those 27 innings.
For the Nats, in the 8th, 2-3-4, Escobar, Worth, Harper. So the Nationals see 2 pitchers they haven't faced before. Brandon Cuniff, who gave up the Espinosa homer. And now right-hander Williams Perez. Swing back fastball, stayed outside. Escobar based it up the middle last time. That set up the 2-run Harper homer. 1 out later, 6th inning. Ball 3.
Long way to go in this one, but I love how, it happened last year early in the season when everybody in April's, what's wrong with the Nats? They're not good. Now they play good last year. Remember, I love the Nats. They're the greatest. I told you they were going to be good. Same thing this year. Everyone crushing the ball club in April from a national media standpoint. Now, yeah, I told you they were going to be good. They're hitting their stride. This is the team that we thought.
Fourth inning, Jason Worth was the leadoff man, and boy, was he.
Little stench on with the backside. Bad flip. He knew he got it. And you just see how long his right arm gets after contact. It's a good sign. Hit speed 99 miles an hour.
Ball 5.
It's kind of slow for a home run, don't you think?
He just smoothed it out of here. Check out MLB.com at bat for in-game highlights, live look-ins, replay reviews, radio, StatCast, and more. Check it out, MLB.com at bat. If this guy doesn't throw strikes, don't let him off the hook. He'll finally swing one back to the outside edge. 1 ball, 1 strike. Nats have 2 right-handers working based on the score. Worth will take it. And Worth not helping the rookie at all. Ball 3.
He's looking for something that starts above his belt right here.
He got one. Belting it into left field. And Jason Worth has a 2-for-4 night, 2 on, nobody out.
Just like we promised you earlier in the game, it's Friday night, it's Miller time. It's brought to you by Miller Lite. I wonder what it should be. What do you think? Let's go back to the 6th inning, and this guy, Bryce Harper, home run number 9 on the year. Fastball up and in. Well, maybe a little out over the plate. Looking at it again. Goes the other way. Look at the guy's sunglasses. Just exploded. They died a hero on the home run.
That's expensive. Unless he buys them where I do.
Only 96 on that home run.
That's because it went straight up.
It's even slower than Jason's.
So Bryce a 2-for-3 night. Batting average at .277 now. 9 home runs, 22 RBIs. And he has a lefty-righty matchup here. First of all, Callaspo came in close at third. Now he retreats. I'm pretty sure they're not expecting him to bunt. And why should he? See you later. 5 homers in 2 games. And 3 more RBIs for Bryce Harper. 10 batted in 2 ball games.
Are you kidding me? They want him out of the dugout again.
I know we saw some amazing things that Adam Dunn did in this ballpark, but we've never seen back-to-back games like this.
Well, this is next level stuff.
And folks, if you've been thinking about a reason to buy some tickets for this weekend, I think Bryce Harper just gave you 2 really good reasons his last 2 times up.
Or 5 really good reasons in his last 2 games. Unbelievable.
Change up and into Ryan Zimmerman, 3-1. And the rookie, Williams Perez, has been rudely greeted to the major league level.
We talked about Freddie Freeman. When you got somebody locked, you can't miss your spot. He threw it right down the middle.
Zimmerman turns on one, hits it down to Callaspo. That's the first out here in the bottom of the 8th.
All right, here it is. See it again. Home run number 10 for Bryce Harper, a changeup. Right out over. And I don't think that was on the sweet spot. I mean, he hit it a ton. But the balance again, both feet on the ground again. The legs doing the majority of the work. The bat just coming along for the ride at the end. The only other time I've seen anything like this is when I used to watch a guy named Barry Bonds. He would get into zones like this. You throw him a strike, he'd make you pay. I mean, he is in the zone, folks.
As soon as that ball was halfway to right field, Drew Storen stopped working in the Nationals bullpen. 9th inning right now will belong to Blake Treinen with a 5-run lead. Ramos a foul tip. Wilson looking for another multi-hit game. If he can get a base hit here, that would be 10 in the last 18 times he's played. You even got the pitching coach talking about his hitting.
Doesn't matter what they throw you. When you're feeling like that, the game's moving slow. You talk to guys that are in the zone, sometimes they can't even tell you what pitch they hit. That's how locked in they are. What pitch did you, I don't know, strike?
See ball, hit ball.
Yep.
Ramos hits it hard and foul. Ten RBIs in 2 games. I wonder who might be the National League Player of the Week. Wilson Ramos 1 for 3 tonight. Ian Desmond will get another AB in this 8th inning. There's Drew Storen, middle of your screen, who took a seat right after Harper took that swing. Way inside to Wilson Ramos. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Well done. Little lady with her dad gets a souvenir in the 8th inning. Ramos busted his bat on that swing. Stays 1-2 with 1 out. By the way, a check of that game at Philadelphia. Phil's still ahead of the Mets. 8th inning there, 3-1. Ramos seeing the ball well, takes it over but low.
Man, word spreading throughout the dugout. You saw Ryan Zimmerman motion over, he'd change up when he saw one. And they're just looking for something elevated. Jason Worth did it. Got something above his belt. Bryce Harper, same way.
2-2, long at bat here. Stays outside. Matt Williams probably would love to give Wilson Ramos a day off, but his bat has been so good. Hard to get him out of the lineup. And he walks here. So 5 big league hitters, 2 walks, a single, a homer. And Freddie Gonzalez has to maybe show a little mercy on his young man making his major league debut here.
Well, let's check it out one more time. Home run number 10 for Bryce Harper, number 2 tonight. This one to the pull side, and my goodness, is he locked in. Ramos on first, 1 out, bottom of the 8th inning. Be sure to text Masson's word of the day, balk, to 29292. I don't know why I think that's funny. It just is. Chance to win a meet and greet with Denard Span. That's balk. Balk to 29292 for your chance to win a meet and greet.
27-year-old veteran Trevor Cahill, over from Arizona, where he was 3-12 last year.
Almost the same as the guy that just went out of the game. He's got the sinker, he got the changeup. You got to make him be up, elevate him. Fastball averaging 90.
That stays outside. Dewey and Desmond 0 for 3 tonight. And against Cahill, 2 for 9 career with a base on balls. Short lead by Ramos. And Desmond gashes one to right. Backing up, Nick Markakis. It's a second out here in the 8th inning. Next up, Danny Espinosa. Tomorrow, Julio Teheran and Doug Fister. Teheran 3-1 with a 3.82 ERA, and against the Nats, 3-2 career. For Washington, Doug Fister will be looking for his 3rd win. Won his last start at the Mets, pitching 1 out into the 7th inning with shutout ball. 3:30, Nats extra, Masson 2. By the way, Johnny Holiday and Phil Wood handling Nats extra this evening. Danny Espinosa against Cahill, career 2 for 8. Tyler Moore in the number 9 spot if it goes that far. Espinosa hits another long ball to left. This one going to the bullpen. Gone! Danny Espinosa. Who does he think he is? Bryce Harper? A young man who has shown us flashes over the years of what he's capable of. And Espinosa goes opposite field twice.
5th home run of the night for the Nats.
His 3rd career multi-home run game. First in 4 years. And Tyler Moore will get an AB here in the 8th inning.
When you talk to the players in April, those are outs. Those balls don't get over the fence in the cold weather here at Nats Park. And I've talked about it before. I've never seen a park vary and play so huge when it's 60 degrees or below and play so small when it's above 70. Unbelievable.
Tyler Moore pops it up. That's a fair ball when Alberto Callaspo scrambles under it to make the catch. The Nats drop a 5 spot on the Braves in the 8th inning. Harper homers for 3, Espinosa for the final 2, and the Nats are all over the Atlanta bullpen.
Where you been? Bryce Harper, his 3rd time up tonight, goes deep the other way. That was home run number 9. His 4th time up. Pull side home run. So on Wednesday he was thrice Harper. Today he's twice Harper. And he might have hit some home runs on the off day yesterday. I don't know.
Yeah, Bryce having a good week. Took in the Caps game the other night. Everybody having a good time at the ballpark tonight. The Nats have homered off of every Atlanta pitcher they faced. Here's Blake Trinan, and he bolts a fastball in there to Johnny Gomes. 9th inning underway. Gomes 0 for 1 career against Blake.
Talked to Blake the other day about him coming out of the pen, dropping 99s. And he said he actually just tried easier and really focused on driving to the target and not spinning out of there. He said it was about 75–80%, and the ball was just flying out of his hand.
Look at the breaking ball that freezes Johnny Gomes. Gomes almost looking out to the mound as if to say, are you kidding me? 1 out.
Yeah, buckled him. He was looking for 99, and that was a good catch by you. He did look out there. I remember when Miguel Cabrera looked out at Ryan Matthews in 2012 and nodded his head like, that was a good pitch, bro. Struck him out.
Hey, your buddy got some good news today.
That's where I was going with that. Ryan Matthews got called up to the big leagues today for the Angels, so congratulations.
Good for him. Still threw one of the biggest double play balls in the history of this ball club in the playoffs against St. Louis, in St. Louis. A.J. Pierzynski 0 for 3 tonight. He's 1 for 1 with a single against Blake Trinan. The Nats have a chance to gain ground on a good chunk of the division tonight. 3 outs, actually 2 outs away now from being at the 500 mark. Sinker, perfect pitch to a left-hander. Rolled over to Zimmerman, 2 outs. 31,288. Quite a treat at the ballpark tonight, and they'll start standing up now as the Nats get closer to that final out. Alberto Callaspo for Atlanta.
Could have went either way. Ball one.
That 95, it almost looks like a changeup the way it moves. I think you made that point the other day. It's a little scary what comes out of this guy's right hand. Sinker misses, 3-0. Misses on 4 straight. It'll be Trinan against Phil Goslin, who's 1 for 2 against the Nats right-hander. Jonathan Papelbon's in the game in Philadelphia, with the Phillies on top of the Mets 3-1 in the 9th. Trinan whistles one in there at 96. To the outside edge, 98 miles per hour. Line drive, Espinosa! Why not hit 2 home runs and jump up for the final out? Quite a night for the Washington Nationals. And the weekend is off to a fantastic start against the Braves.
Pitching, defense, taters. I mean, they're clicking on all cylinders, folks. Welcome to 2015. Another curly W for your Washington Nationals.
They've won 8 out of 10. The Navy loves it. He's going to go home and do about 200 pull-ups after what he just saw. So the Nats win at 9-2, out hitting the Braves 11-6. What a night at the Yard.